All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sadko here. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I made a video. And this video isn't about cryptocurrency. For anybody wondering, yeah, I'm still buying, I'm still in. Uh, you know, uh, Life has been life. Still alive. But this video is sort of a tariff rant. And I think, like I thought to myself, he's I'm always watching TikTok, YouTube, etc. And I was talking about tariffs, and I came across a video with like Tim Cook in the White House, and Trump just put 100% tariffs on incoming chips, so that means like your car, like virtually everything is going to be more expensive. And they were talking about Tim Cook. They were asking him, are you going to make iPhones completely in the United States? I'm going to tell you right away the answer is no. Simply, it's not going to happen. And if it was going to happen, even if they wanted to, it's probably not going to be for like 10 years. Like the chip making manufacturing process, I dare you guys to watch a video on that. It'll blow your mind. Like they take like silicon wafers and beam them with lasers and gases and stuff to make these. It's just not, it's like alien level technology, and it cannot be replicated. So like you'd have to move everything over from Taiwan, basically. Just can't be done. Anyway, and I thought to myself, like, what's gonna happen because this video, just to preface this, is not anti-Trump, it's not pro-Trump, nor is it anti-tariff, nor is it pro-tariff, because first of all, those arguments will just never go anywhere. And second, like tariffs can be a good thing. I think like particularly in a war economy, they could probably be a better thing. But like right now, like I just don't see the point. And they're going to get rid of the de minimis rule, which means that like you can't bring things over, like, for example, the Canadian border to America without paying taxes on it. Like it used to be like if it's $800 or greater or less, you just don't have to pay taxes. Like you go over there and shop, like to Canada. Or Americans could come, or Canadians could come to America, and you can bring it across the border freely as long as it just like wasn't over $800. That's just gone now. Why? Why? I don't know. Either way, this isn't that kind of video. I just want to like postulate a question. What happens when they're gone? When the tariffs are gone, because they're going to go away eventually. Just think about this. Like, think about it. Particularly if you guys are Americans watching this video, like, you'll understand a little bit better. If you don't, and you're not from America, let me just give a little, every 4 years we have a presidential election. For example, in like Canada, they just have like dictator length level presidency. Like they just continue going on and on and on and on as long as they're just like reelected. Cool, like whatever, right? But every 4 years we go through this conundrum in America where you have to vote for one of two, as South Park like to say, like a turd sandwich or a douche, a giant douche. It's like either Republican or Democrat. And it never matters. I don't understand why people go berserk and like demand that you vote for one president over the other. Nothing has ever changed in America, ever. Like you still have to get up in the morning. You still wipe your butt the same way. You still have low wages. Nothing has ever changed. Like the government is basically just owned by corporations. Nothing changes. All right. So, but what I'm guessing is going to happen, and I would put a lot of money down on this bet. Like I would make a bet on this, that the next presidential election, one or both of the candidates that come, the presidential elect, is going to run on the campaign that they're going to reverse the Trump tariffs. Like this is an excellent campaign to run on. I would, if I was like running for president, I would just tell all the people, look, I'm gonna reverse all the Trump tariffs. This is just what I would do. I'm going to reverse all the Trump tariffs, and therefore, I'm going to save the American people thousands of dollars a year because these tariffs are raising prices. And that's what they do. The corporations are importing them, importers, corporations, et cetera, and then they're passing that extra cost on to you. That's how it works. That's how any business works. You always pass the costs on to the consumer. It's like how you stay in business. It's just the practice. It might be a little bit greedy. I don't know. It just is. That's just the way it works. So they're like a tax on the American people. Like whether you believe so or not, they're just basically like taking that extra money and they're and they're forcing you to pay the extra price. So what a great campaign to run on, right? That, let me go ahead and do a little relight here. What a great campaign to run on, that you're going to take away the tariffs and lower the price for the American people. People would clamor for that, right? Like you couldn't possibly lose on that. Like there's no way the next president, probably both Republican and Democrat, are going to run on that. What a great campaign to run on. But I just want to take you guys back a little bit to COVID, to 2020. And prices went through the roof. And they went through the roof because the government shut down they shut down businesses, and they shut down supply chains for a variety of reasons. People were sick, people weren't going to work, people were told not to go to work, et cetera, right? And then so prices went through the roof because of supply and demand. Now, all of us in the crypto world, investing world, basically anyone that's ever taken Economics 101 or lived on the planet for more than 10 days realizes that if there's a big demand for things and there's very little supply, the prices are going to go up. This makes total sense. And they're like, well, once the supply chain is back up and running, there's going to be more products. And that means if there's more products on the shelf, actually, I'm in a Walmart parking lot right now. And if more products are on the shelf, prices are going to go down, right? Because they want to sell them faster, right? They don't want to have too much inventory. But did prices ever go down? No, of course they didn't. It's still just as high as it ever was. It's still going up. Now the tariffs are making it go up even more. So, it's basically lies. So like the supply chain comes back and they're just like what corporation is actually going to lower prices? Of course they're not. They're going to pocket it. They're going to give it to their CEOs and executives. They're going to give it as stock buybacks, and they're just going to invest it in the stock market basically, and it's just going to go up and up and up. And the problem with the stock market is that 10% of the population owns 90% of all stocks. So it really only benefits a few people, to be totally honest. So there's that. That should just show everyone. So what happens when the tariffs do get removed? Because they will by the next candidate, for sure. They're going to try to get rid of it. And they're going to do it not for the people. I guarantee it. Like if you are in disbelief of this, like what planet are you living on that you're in disbelief of this? They're going to take away the tariffs so that corporations like Walmart can continue importing things at now a lower price because the tariffs are gone, right? So now they can import at a lower price, and they're not gonna lower their actual prices on products. I guarantee nothing's gonna go down. What product have you ever seen in your entire life that has gone down? Not cars, not potato chips, not food, not green beans, not meat. Nothing has ever gone down in price except for maybe gasoline and maybe milk. But if you live in the United States, you kind of know that milk is generally like state regulated, at least where I live is. So it's basically how whatever the state wants to subsidize and charge it at. What have you ever seen that's gone down in price? None of it's going to go down in price. So that means Walmart, et cetera, is going to be importing more of these various corporations, chip manufacturers, every corporation is going to be importing things at a lower price, and they're going to keep it the same. And with that extra money, they're going to charge you the same thing. And with that extra money, they're just going to give it to CEOs, they're going to give it to executives, and the stock is just going to go through the roof again. So lesson learned, first of all, invest in the stock market, and two, never believe anything. It's just not going to happen. Prices are just going to continue going up, and even when the tariffs are gone, you can't possibly believe that corporations are going to actually lower the price to what they're actually importing it for, and what their profit range should be. You're out of your mind. That's just me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's not much to enjoy.